Today is a dark and sad day, a very depressing day. I love collecting. I love physical media. Sony has announced they're ending physical disc production for every new game starting in January 2028. From that point on, if you want a new PlayStation game, you're going to have to buy it digitally. No disc, no box on the shelf, no trip to Best Buy or crummy old GameStop. And I need to talk about this because this isn't just a policy change. This might be the beginning of the end for gaming as we know it. The end of an era. I'm a collector. I love physical media. There's nothing like walking into a store and checking out the game section, purchasing that game at the register, taking it home, cracking that plastic seal on the brand new case and popping that disc right into your console. And yeah, half the time now, that box is basically empty inside. It doesn't matter. To me, it's a ritual. It means something. And I've watched those sections shrink. Best Buy, Walmart, Target, smaller and smaller every year. Today, Sony made it official. They're finishing the job. Sony's excuse? Consumer preferences. They say 85% of their game sales are already digital, but that number seems to be doing quite some work there, because I'm not buying it. That figure lumps in every digital-only title that never had a disc option to begin with. Of course, the ratio is going to skew digital when a chunk of what's being counted was never available for physical in the first place. And here's where it gets shadier. By Sony's own revenue reporting, physical games only account for about 3% of total revenue. But analysts have called that number misleading because Sony counts the full sale value of their own first-party games, but only their royalty cut on third-party physical games. When you actually look at units sold, physical still makes up to close to a quarter of everything sold on PlayStation. So yeah, the math seems a bit rigged. Here's the number they don't want you to think about. 82% of every PS5 ever sold is disc edition, not digital. 82%. People are paying more money for a console with the disc drive on purpose, even though there's a cheaper digital option sitting right next to it on the same shelf. That's not a coincidence. People are telling Sony exactly what they want, and Sony is ignoring it anyways. And here's why just go digital should scare you. Sony is already pulling 551 movies from the PlayStation libraries in the UK this September. Content people paid full price for. They're losing it because a licensing deal expired. No refunds, just gone. It's not even new for games either. Forza Horizon 4 got delisted when car and music licenses expired. Gran Turismo Sport lost content in the same way. So don't tell me digital ownership is real ownership. You don't own it. You're just renting it until Sony decides you don't get to have it anymore. Now imagine that's all you can buy. No disc as a backup, no physical copy that's actually yours. This is the world that they're building. Let's think ahead critically. If PS6 goes fully digital in 2028, it needs way more storage and way more memory to hold those massive game libraries. Right now, memory prices are already out of control. RAM alone has jumped almost 90% this year. Analysts don't expect real relief until late 2027 and maybe not even till 2028. That means a digital-only PS6 isn't going to be cheap to build. We could be talking a $900 to a $1,500 console. And Sony has already said they're done selling hardware at a massive loss. So who's buying a $1,500 console when that same money builds a PC that does way more? At this point, there is no reason to buy a console. A console is supposed to be simple, affordable gaming. Strip away the disc, strip away the ownership, and let's jack up the price and we've got ourselves a crappy PC. Wow. Because it ain't going to do what a PC can do. If PS6 launches with no disc drive, they lose me as a customer. I am not paying jacked up console prices to rent games I could lose overnight. At this point, I'm just going to stick to playing games on PC. 2028, that's probably all I'll be doing because I got two PCs. I've prepared for this because I had a feeling. I had a feeling in my gut. PC is supposed to be a PC. A console is supposed to be a console. PlayStation is just the first domino. Xbox is rumored to be going in the same direction with Helix. Nintendo will be following eventually because they're already doing the game keycard thing where the game doesn't actually exist on the actual card. It's just the key to then download it from the store. Yeah, I don't know if you knew that, but yeah, that's what's going on. This is bigger than one company. This is an industry deciding physical gaming doesn't get to exist anymore. And I will be going deeper on this. I've got a full breakdown of GTA going digital only and a separate video on exactly what's happening in the UK and why people are going to be losing hundreds of movies that they paid full price for and they're not getting anything. No refunds, nothing. How do you feel about this PlayStation situation? I know a lot of people that watch some of my videos are physical people. They really only use their older consoles for this reason. If you're a new viewer, what do you think? Are you a digital only person? Are you a physical person? Do you like physical media? What do you think about this situation? Are you for it? Are you against it? Let's get a conversation started because I want to see what you think. Anyways, if you like this video, like it. Don't miss out on the next video, so hit that subscribe button. I am Tommy Grimm. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.